A lot of controversy for a few counties who either did not cancel school or waited until buses were already rolling this morning. Jonquil Newland is live now, where Metro schools have just wrapped up a news conference. Jonquil, what can you tell us?
Yeah, good morning, Vicki. Of course, in the newsroom, we've been hearing a lot from parents who are just really frustrated, taking more than an hour to get their children from school to get there, and then realize that they're now dismissing early. Now, today, as you mentioned, we did hear from school officials. We heard from Chris Henson, who is the chief operating officer. It's his office and his decision as to when school is let out. He basically told us within the hour that their severe weather team, their inclement weather team rather, has been monitoring the weather conditions since about 3:30 this morning, and around 5 a.m. they made the decision to continue school as normal. But by 6:30 a.m. they realized that the weather conditions were changing drastically. They initially thought that the winter weather was going to be far south of the Metro Nashville-Davidson area. So once those weather conditions changed, that's when they made the decision to then dismiss school early. Now, we did get a couple numbers of how many school buses are on the roads. Possibly 750 school buses in Metro Nashville-Davidson County transport about 50,000 students. We are going to now send it over to a little bit of what Chris Henson said in regards to, well, what are you going to say to all the parents and the school drivers here? Listen to this.
We made the best decision we feel like with the information we had, realizing that conditions changed. If we would have known that those conditions were going to change, obviously we would have made a different decision, yes.
Now, we did ask about the bus crashes possibly. He said there were less than a dozen minor fender benders, but we're working to get a little bit more information on that. Of course, we have information on the early dismissal on our website, NewsChannel5.com. At the Board of Education, I'm Jonquil Newland, News Channel 5.
Jonquil, thank you. Now, while buses are on the roads taking the students home, other drivers are also running into problems this morning. News Channel 5's Jesse Knudsen live in downtown Nashville. Jesse, what are you seeing?
Well, Vicki, the snow is still coming down out here. If you take a look over here, the sidewalk here is still covered in snow, and that's what a lot of side roads in the Nashville area and surrounding areas look like. But if you look at the major roads, we're right here off James Robertson Parkway. It looks actually pretty good. There have been a lot of cars that have been driving over this all morning, and it looks like it is mostly clear, but there are still slippery areas on roads even like this. So if you're out on the roads, be careful, because many drivers had troubles on the roads this morning. Now, if you take a look at some video, here are some buses on the roads near McGavick High School this morning. Luckily, they weren't involved in any significant crashes, but other drivers weren't so lucky. Metro Police report that there have been more than 50 crashes in South Nashville. Luckily, all of them have been non-injury crashes, so everyone seems to be okay. There have been so many crashes that officers from other precincts have had to assist in these crashes. Now, down Murfreesboro, there were 53 crashes reported by 9 a.m. this morning in the city, with low temperatures and icy roads. Other areas have had multiple crashes as well, and at this time, TDOT is asking anyone who doesn't need to drive today to stay home. Now, they are working on roads as best they can, but roads can still be slippery even after being treated or plowed. Now, we spoke to a bus driver this morning who said these conditions are definitely not ideal to drive in.
I mean, people think because they're big vehicles, we're not going to slide. They actually slide worse than a regular vehicle on these kinds of roads. We just need to get them home and get them safe is what we need to do.
Now, when I was driving to work this morning, I saw a lot of cars driving slowly. And while it may be frustrating to some drivers, if there's someone moving slowly in front of you, give them some room and don't try to pass them too fast, because you could lose control. And of course, if you're out here on the road, you have a four-wheel drive, you think you can drive fine. Remember, there are other drivers who may also slide out. They could run into you even though you are driving fine on the roads. So be safe out there. If you don't have to go out today, it may be a nice day to just stay home. Live in Nashville, Jesse Knudsen, News Channel 5.